So Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatan min lisani wa yafqahu qawli. Ya Fattahu ya Fattahu ya Fattah. Subhanaka la ilma lana illa ma 'allamtana innaka antal alimul hakim. So the video has started, and just want to ask, did everyone manage to download that sheet I sent yesterday and the other day in the group?
Ustad,
Yeah, I downloaded it.
downloaded, but I forgot to check.
Okay,
Sorry.
so I'm not sure if you're using your phones or if you're using laptops or whatever, but if you can have that sheet open with you every time we do Arabic, if you just open that
Okay,
sheet with you,
you can do it. I think.
I would be happy. I mean, it would be very good because then we can see exactly what we're looking at. Instead of me writing it on the left every time, we can just use that sheet that's in front of us. Okay.
Yes, it's open, Ustad.
Okay. Exactly.
I opened it.
All right. So we see the story is Waladu Azar. So we're gonna carry on with this story of Waladu Azar. Last week we did this sentence here. وَكَانَ إِبْرَاهِيمُ يَرَى النَّاسَ يَسْجُدُونَ لِلْأَصْنَامِ. Now there وَكَانَ إِبْرَاهِيمُ يَعْرِفُ أَنَّ الْأَصْنَامَ حِجَارَةٌ. We've done these two sentences. So today, inshallah, we'll just do three sentences. وَكَانَ آزَرُ وَكَانَ اسم هذا الولد إبراهيم and وَيَرَى النَّاسَ يَعْبُدُونَ الْأَصْنَامِ. So these three sentences, they seem quite straightforward, quite easy. So we'll practice these today. And then tomorrow, I'm sorry, not tomorrow, I will set you homework definitely this week. And I'll set it today definitely. I just lost track of time last week, and sadly I forgot. I know it's very bad, but inshallah, what we'll do is before I forget, I will send it after this lesson. Sometimes shaitan, they come and they can make you forget when you're about to do something good. That's probably why he didn't want us to benefit. All right, so I will start off because I can obviously hear Ismail is here today. So I'm going to use Ismail first, inshallah, Ismail, if you don't mind. And Ismail, I need you to, inshallah, help me go through this sentence here. وَكَانَ آزَرُ لَهُ وَلَدٌ رَشِيدٌ. With the رَشِيدٌ جِدًّا, this part of the sentence, we're going to delete that for now. As and when we do Nahwa with Mawla Nadeem and Sarf, which we're going to really have to get on with. Also, you know the Das Sabak, have you guys started, did you guys do the Fi'l Madi and Mudari'?
No, we're going to do that next week, inshallah. So we've covered all the Das Sabak. It's just the Fi'l Madi, Mudari, and Amr. We're going to do that next week, inshallah.
Okay, so that will make life a lot easier for me as well. Alhamdulillah. Okay, so for now, what we're going to do, we're going to delete that part. So if you can, Ismail, very kindly, if you can tell me what you see in this sentence. So as soon as you look at this sentence, what's the first thing that screams at you? What's the first thing that shouts at you?
Kana.
Okay, so you said Kana. Now that you've identified Kana, you can see that this sentence, it starts with an ism here, isn't it? So what two integral parts of the sentence are you looking for straight away?
Ism Kana and Khabar Kana.
So ism Kana. I'm not sure if you got the sheet open, but what does ism Kana and Khabar Kana reflect with?
So Ism Kana is reflective of a Rafa.
Yep.
And the Khabar Kana is reflective in Nasab.
Okay, so you have Rafa and Nasab, which are obviously Dhamma and Fatha, yeah, as we can see respectively. Okay, so now we need to look for the Ism of Kana. Can we find an Ism of Kana here anyway?
Azaru.
Azaru, okay. And why are you saying that? Why do you think this is Ism of Kana?
Well, because it ends with Dhamma, but it's also because it's I believe it's Ma'rifa.
Ma'rifa, okay, so that's another indication of it being a Mubtada, yes, or Ism of Kana, you can say. So we're going to say, okay, Ism of Kana. Now, the general rule is when we've found the Ism of Kana, where is the Khabar of Kana?
It's everything else.
Everything else. So we're going to go with our knowledge that we know, our knowledge about it. Now we're just going to go with it. Doesn't matter what's in the box. Now, within this box, you can see there is, now look for Khabar of Kana, right?
Yeah.
Now we got that whatever's in the box is a Khabar of Kana. But look, here you've got
Lahu.
You've got maftuh, but there's nothing here that actually ends with a fatha, yeah?
Yeah.
So now this is how we're going to do it. Within your khabar of kana, which is this box, right? You've got a few words which have some sort of relationship. You've got a few words that have some sort of relationship. So we're going to break that down and see what happens. So what's the first thing you see here, if you don't mind me asking?
Lahu.
Lahu. Now what is lahu? Can you break down lahu for me?
Lahu, is that a I'm thinking it's a pronoun.
So la, the lam is a harf al-jar and the hu is a pronoun. So when you have a harf al-jar, what comes after the harf al-jar?
Majroor.
So the thing that's attached to it is going to be a majroor. So here, this damir here, the pronoun here is going to be a majroor. So you've got harf al-jar and majroor, okay?
Yeah.
So now when we look at this word here, waladun and rashidun,
Yeah.
can we see a link between the two words? Can you see a link between the two words?
Yes, it would be Mawsuf Sifat.
Mawsuf Sifat, okay, straight away, without any hesitation. That's right, it's Mawsuf Sifat. Why it's Mawsuf Sifat, I'm probably going to go into that right now.
Because, sorry.
No, please, yes, go on then.
Oh, yeah, because they fit all the attributes of a Mawsuf Sifat.
And what are the attributes of Mawsuf and Sifat?
Same gender, same whether it's singular, dual, or plural. So same number, same state, and also the noun that they are, I believe, nakira.
Oh yes, alhamdulillah. So that's it, straight on, solid. So now watch this. So now we have a problem here, right? We know that a harful jar and the majroor. Let me change the colors here. We know that the harful jar and the majroor together, right?
Yeah.
This is one entity. Do you guys agree? This is one entity. Harful jar and majroor is one entity. It's like one thing.
Yeah.
Then you have your mawsuf and sifa. Your mawsuf and sifa is also one solid entity. Do you guys agree?
Yeah.
So you have two bodies here. You have two bodies here, or two entities here as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
So now we have we have an ism of kana, and then we have a khabar of kana. The whole khabar of kana is lahu waladun rashidun. But within that khabar of kana, we have a harf al-jar majroor and a mawsuf sifa, which are connected to each other in one way. They're connected to each other in some way, right?
Yes.
What is this connection between the, let me write it here, the harf al-jar majroor and the mawsuf sifa? Now, if you look at your book, right? I mean, if you look at your sheet that I sent you, last week,
yeah,
you've got a list of marfu, rafa words.
Yeah.
Can you name those rafa words for me?
Fa'il. You have naib fa'il. You have mubtada. You have khabar. You have khaburuina. Sorry.
Yeah.
And ismu kana. That's all that's on there.
Yeah. Now, we know ism of kana, we already have it in our sentence, right?
Yeah.
We know that the fa'il is not going to be there. No, it's a naib fa'il going to be there because this is not a fi'liya sentence. This is a jumla ismiya sentence.
Yeah.
We know that khabar of inna isn't going to be there. Let me write that out because there is no inna in this sentence.
Mm-hmm.
So what two things are left for our two entities up here to take place, to be under what state? Do you get it?
Mubtada khabar.
Mubtada and khabar. You understand it? So within our ism of kana and then khabar of kana, the khabar of kana is again breaking down into mubtada and khabar. You understand it? So
yeah,
which one is the mubtada and which one is the khabar? You understand? So how do we break that down? So the way we break that down is whenever you have a harful jar majroor, this harful jar majroor together can never be a mubtada. If it can never be a mubtada,
yeah,
which out of the two of this list can it be?
Khabar.
It's going to be a khabar, and what's left is mubtada. So now that you know that, let me just clear everything because it looks very messy and make it clear that we have kana,
yeah,
and we have our ism of kana as we've all seen. Then you have your khabar of kana.
Yes.
It's in its independent box. Then we change the color. Within our khabar of kana, we have one second. We have our harf jar and we have this. Understanding?
Yeah.
Because you know what these things are independently, so I'm going to just write this. I'm going to write kana. Here we're going to say was. And I'm going to write ism of kana. Then I'm going to write here khabar. And here I'm going to write mubtada. Okay? And this is obviously khabar of kana. Can you bravely translate that for me, please, Ismail? Because remember, we're going to do our ism of kana first.
Yeah.
We're going to do the was. We're going to do the khabar of kana. Remember, your khabar of kana breaks down into mubtada and khabar.
Okay.
And we know which one is translated first in the mubtada and khabar. Let's look at this. Inshallah, 1, 2, 3. And we know how to translate that. Just try that for me, please.
Okay. So Azaru was with. Well, how do you say Rashid? I forgot how Rashid is in English.
Let me give you the translation. Someone's
Ustad, is it possible to use different colors?
yes. Which colors for these?
Yes, please.
All right. So I'm just gonna. So the lam, the li, you could say, it means for. The who, it means him.
Yeah.
Rashid, it just means intelligent. Okay.
Yeah.
Remember, most of sifa is one entity. Hatful jar majroor is a second entity. So you want to try that again, please, Ismail?
Okay. So Azaru was with his intelligent son.
So look, let's do this.
Ustad, you know Rashidun, when they mention the Khulafa Rashidun, there it says the rightly guided, and here is intelligence.
Yeah.
For a layman like me, it's very confusing how in one, sentence it means intelligent, another sentence it means rightly guided, because they seem to be very different ideas.
Okay, fair enough. Rightly guided is right as well. That's a right translation, as well as intelligent as well, because a person who is intelligent would be rightly guided. They would be able to notice. So the word Rashid here, and with Khulafa or Rashidin, the link is ma'rifa. Not the technical word in Nahwa that we use ma'rifa. It's ma'rifatullah. So with us Hanafis, and with Imam Abu Hanifa, he has one of his set principle, or one of his set principles, yes, in his usul, is that if a person has ma'rifah, if a person knows that there is one God, if a person knows the signs, that there must be a creator, and he has ma'rifah in his heart, but he's never had the message of Islam come to him, he lives in a jungle, then this is enough for him to be rightly guided. So a person who has intelligence is a person who is also rightly guided, if that makes sense. So that's how Rashid and Khulafa or Rashidin would link in to have the same meaning. But you can use, instead of intelligent, you can say rightly guided in this case. We can use the word rightly guided, it's not a problem.
Jazakallah.
Yeah, so Sheikh, was that correct?
So we're going to look at this word here, li, it means
Yeah.
for. And then him is here, yeah, the lahu. So together, the translation of lahu is for him.
Yeah.
So we're going to say an azar, yeah,
Yeah.
was,
Yeah.
for him,
Mhm.
a rightly guided boy. Or we're going to say azar,
Or for Azar was,
yeah, Or we're gonna say Azar.
Yeah.
A rightly guided boy was for him. So
Okay.
let me move this actually. So I think this is kind of wrong here. Because there's a mubtada khabar within the ism of kana sentence, it changes a little bit. So you're going to say Azar is going to be first, and then you're going to do the rightly guided waladun rashidun.
Yeah.
And then was, and then lahu. If you could try now, inshallah.
Okay, so Azar, a rightly guided son was for him.
Yes, that's it. Yeah. That would pass as a translation in terms of grammar.
Okay.
So grammatically, that will fit. And Azar, what about Azar now? The khabar of kana is coming. A rightly guided boy was for him.
Yeah.
Yeah. A rightly guided boy, if the kana was in the end, Azar, a rightly guided boy is for him.
Yeah.
I hope that makes sense, everyone. I can go over it again myself very slowly if everyone prefers, if everyone likes.
Can you
Ustad,
please, yes.
Say that again.
I had a quick comment to make, Ustad. I've actually got the book with the translation.
Yeah.
And it actually says Azar had an intelligent son.
Oh,
So
that's fine.
yeah, I don't know if like it can be interpreted in different ways, or does it vary based on,
Actually,
you know?
this is the meaning, but it was grammatical, isn't it?
What the structure of the way we're translating, or the word rightly guided versus intelligence?
More so the structure. So the translation I've got literally says Azar had an intelligent son.
Yeah. So with the translations you're going to find in the book, this is an overall translation. This, because the book here is giving you the story. So when giving you the story, it's going to give it to you in just how it would make sense in English. But currently, the idea we have here, or our motive, is to read it in terms of what the grammar dictates, if that makes sense. Just so when you look at a sentence, you know where the mubtada is, you know where the khabar is straight away, and you have this kind of translation in your head. Because if I was to translate this, I would probably say the son of Azar, he had a very intelligent son. I wouldn't even say the lahu. I wouldn't even translate this in my normal translation. Do you get it? But for us to make sense of it, we would have to put that in for the sake of the grammar, just to go through it step by step. It's basic translation. It's stripped down translation, just so we can familiarize ourselves with the nahw and sarf, inshallah. But
Jazakallah for that.
yeah, barakallah fiik. But we're going to be translating in that fashion soon. But we just need to do the basic translation that seems a bit strange, but that's how it is.
It actually makes sense, because obviously the whole purpose of us doing this course is to understand Arabic in its core form, and not every sentence will have a direct word-for-word translation in English. So obviously, they will translate it in different ways in layman's terms. So it actually makes sense what you're saying. Jazakallah.
Barakallah fiik. And it will also help you with the Quran Arabic as well, learning it like this, because then you can understand what's happening in the Quran properly in the future, inshallah. Yeah. All right. Before we move on to the next sentence, should I quickly go over this one more time?
Please. Yeah, please.
Yes, please, Maulana. Can you do can you talk your way through it as if you were doing it?
Okay, yeah, I'm going to talk you through it, inshallah, yeah? All right, boys, so Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. So here we have a sentence right here, okay? And if I was to analyze the sentence, what I would do, I would look for some signs. And the first sign I see in this sentence is that I have a kana. So what I'll do, I'll put the kana in a box by itself, because I know this signifies an ismiya sentence. An ismiya sentence in a way, because we have ism of kana and we have a khabar of kana. Whenever we see a kana, we know we're looking for an ism of kana and we're looking for a khabar of kana. Khabar of kana is with a fatha, of course, yeah? And the ism of kana is with a dhamma. So the first thing I look for is going to be my ism of kana. And when I look into the next box, okay, I see azaru. And azaru, it fits the bill of being a ism of kana because it has a dhamma and it's at the front of the sentence, okay? And it is also a name. It's ma'rifa, yani. Yeah? Okay, so I'm going to put that as my ism of kana. Now, we know the rule of nahwa, and the rule of nahwa tells us when you find the ism of kana, everything else automatically falls under the category of the khabar of kana, or it falls under the second category of the sentence. Yeah. So this is our khabar of kana here. Okay. And within our khabar of kana now, I've got a problem. I've got what looks like 3 bits. So, or we could say four pieces. We've got the lam. To me, this looks like a harful jar because I know from my knowledge that I have been that I learned from my studies. This is a lam harful jar, and the knowledge that you have from your studies as well. You should know that there's 17 huruful jarra that we covered, and this is one of them. So I'm going to start putting these things in boxes just to help me make sense of it. So first of all, I see that I have a harful jar. Lam is a harful jar, so I'm going to put that right there. Now, I know after harf, yes?
Can I just ask a quick question? You know the lam of lahu?
Yeah.
Why is it with a fatha and not a kasra?
I would have to li hadhihi lahu. I'm not too sure really, and I've never actually asked that question myself.
No, that's fine. I thought I'd just ask just in case.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's a really good point. I'm not sure. What I can give you a quick answer without research.
Okay.
It's to do with tajweed. It's
Okay.
gonna be more of a tajweed rule. Why?
Yeah.
In terms of the Arabic language, but I'm not sure why. It's going to be like a tajweed rule, like you know how after a kasra you have a ya follows. Maybe
Yeah.
maybe because. Okay, yeah.
Okay. That's fine.
Barakallahu feek. It would be, yeah, okay, that's fine. We'll leave it at that. So we have harful jar and the majroor is here. Because I see a harful jar and the word after it, I know is majroor.
Yeah.
So I box that off. And now what I see is we have 2 words left, right? And I can notice that.
Ustad, sorry, Ustad. Even if it's the next word is not in kasra, we should think it is a majroor.
Yes. So if you have your harful
jar
position, the harf before it.
Yeah, if you have that, just like Ismail said as well, then the word after it, even if you don't see a kasra gives an indication. Yeah, it just gives a sign. But even if you don't see a kasra, it's gonna force majroor no matter what. Now, the reason why this pronoun, this dhamma here isn't changing is because a pronoun is something that is stuck. It does not accept change. It does not change. That's why. But we're going to look into that more when we do pronouns in more detail. So you have your harful jar and majroor, right? And now, from what you can see 2 other words which look very familiar. They look like mawsuf and sifa to me, from what we've done. And obviously Ismail has gone through that as well, why it's mawsuf and sifa. So we have that here as mawsuf and sifa. Okay. Now, I'm ready to translate. I believe that I'm ready to translate. So I'm going to say this is ism of kana. And I'm going to say that this is the khabar of kana. Okay. Within my khabar of kana, I have a problem. I have 2 entities. We have the green entity, single entity, and we have the pink single entity. So the green entity, I'm going to say is mubtada. And the pink entity, I'm going to say is khabar. Now, the reason why we're saying mubtada and khabar is because we know a harful jar and a majroor. Please write this down somewhere. Harful jar and a majroor can never be the topic of a sentence. Harful jar and majroor can never be the mubtada of a sentence. So if our only 2 options left are mubtada and khabar, from the way we eliminated from our list, then the waladun rashidun is going to be the mubtada and the lahu is going to be the khabar. Now, how do I translate this? I would just translate this as ism of kana first, as we know. Azar. So the waw you can translate as and, but I'm just going to say Azar for him was an intelligent boy. Or I'm going to say Azar, an intelligent boy was for him. Because if I want to be very strict in my approach of translating mubtada and khabar, mubtada first and khabar second, then I will translate an intelligent boy was for him. An intelligent boy was for him. Azar, what about Azar? Give me some news about Azar. An intelligent boy was for him. Or for him was an intelligent boy.
Okay.
Does that make it a little bit easier?
Yeah.
Okay, inshallah.
Yes, Ustad.
Yeah, you can maybe screen grab this or try to save this. Okay. Doesn't matter. All right, Bismillah. So I'm going to clear this now, and I'll probably have Mahfouz take over for the second sentence underneath, yeah? Because Ismail's done one. So Bismillah, Mahfouz, can you help me with the second sentence, please?
Yeah. The second sentence, I can see straight with the beginning of the sentence, kana.
Yes, okay.
So if I find the kana, I should look for ism of kana and khabar of kana.
Okay.
So ism of kana, I can see the ismu.
Okay.
It should be the ism of kana.
Okay, that's fine.
Because ism of kana is the state of rafa.
Yes.
I can see and is there is there.
So say that one more time. So you're breaking up a little bit.
So ismu should be of kana. Okay.
Sorry, there's a bad line. Wait a second.
Ism of kana should be ismu should be of kana here because
I think your internet is playing up. It keeps breaking up.
from here it seems fine. So, can you ask someone else do it because I don't think it's fine.
Okay, try again now, Mahfouz. It's just got better now. So try again.
Okay. I can see kana, so I should look for ism of kana and khabar of kana in that sentence.
Okay, so where's your ism of kana?
So ismu should be the ism of kana because the ism of kana should be the state of rafa.
Okay.
So I can see a dhamma here.
Okay, now, but how many dhamma do you see here?
This one.
Now, when you see one dhamma, generally, what
Yes.
should you be looking for? Because remember, we learned a rule of mudaf and mudaf ilayh.
Mudaf, yeah.
And at the jar in the next word, isn't it?
So can you see? Because this should be ismun, wakana ismun. You get it? But here it says ismu for a reason.
Yes.
Our nahwa, grammar, navigation should be telling us something. Try, Mahfouz. What do you think?
Because it's it should be the what is it? Mudaf, because mudaf shouldn't take double dhamma.
Yeah. And what does the mudaf ilayh have?
Mudaf ilay should have a kasra at the end.
And when
Yes.
this comes in between, sometimes it takes the place of.
Yeah, haza because of alif lam, then haza and alif lam will be the same.
Yeah. So is mudaf and mudaf ilayh one entity?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, it's one entity. So we're gonna say that this mudaf and mudaf ilayh here, it becomes our ism of kana.
So ism of kana. Yep.
And then what's left in the sentence? When you found ism of kana, what do you look for now?
The cover of kana.
How does-
So
Sorry, Malala,
Ibrahim should be.
Sorry, Malala, why is all of that ism of kana before the examples? It was generally has been one word.
Yeah.
Why has this one had multiple words being the ism of kana?
Is because these multiple or this formation here of all these words together, they form one entity. They form one entity of mudaf and mudaf ilayh. So mudaf ilayh, you can see here mudaf and you have mudaf ilayh here. So this is name of the man's name. So this is one entity. So that's why it's gonna fall under the box of ism of kana. It's the first entity. I think we did this quite early on,
Yeah.
where we done mubtada would have the first few words can be mubtada and the last word,
Yes.
or the first word can be mubtada and the last few words can be khabar. We're going to see more of this. So more of this is going to start coming up now. Do you vaguely remember?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember.
Alhamdulillah. Okay, and for Said as well. But look, Said, because you know this is a mudaf ilayh. Mudaf ilayh is a type of phrase, and that phrase is one entity. So that's why it's going to get treated as one box. It has its own breakdown within the box of ismu is mudaf. Let me just do it like this. So ismu is mudaf, and the mudaf ilayh is hadar waladi. Yeah, that will be the mudaf ilayh, and that's the ism of kana. And here is the khabar of kana. Now, why is this khabar of kana, please, Mahfouz bhai?
The first thing is when you find ism of kana, the rest of them are khabar of kana, and second thing is khabar of kana is in the state of nasab, and I can see Ibrahima. There is a sign of nasab there.
Okay, alhamdulillah. Okay, mashallah, that's very good. That's right. Now the situation is, I want to show you guys something. I hope you've noticed something. From till now, we've never had an example where khabar of kana comes in its form. We've always been saying, look, you know, khabar of kana is fatha, khabar of kana is fatha. But it's never come as fatha. Even here, look, this whole thing here was khabar of kana, yeah? But there's no one fatha inside. It's because it was broken down. The khabar of kana itself is mahallan mansub, meaning it's halat nasab. The khabar of kana is halat nasab. But the halat nasab inside itself, so this orange box, so the red box, yeah, the red box is halatun nasab, but inside that red box, the orange box, it has its own new halat of rafa. You get it? Mm-hmm. But here, this box here, this pink box here, is, so we have ism of kana, right? And then look, you have your khabar of kana, right? Now, can you see that orange? Look, so the red box is ism of kana, and then the pink box is khabar of kana, or the purple box is khabar of kana. Look inside the pink box. Is there any other box?
No.
It's just one word making up the khabar.
That's it. It's just one word making up the khabar, and there's no other box. So no other box has the right of way. No other box has the power to govern, except the khabar of kana himself directly. That's why the word receives the true khabar of kana, the true fatha. You get it? But in other instances, in other cases, inshallah, we will see in the next sentence that it will be a little bit different. So I will do this. We will do the next sentence. This is okay. We will do the next sentence, and then inshallah we'll call it a night, and we'll give you guys homework. Yeah. So if Dilawar doesn't mind, inshallah, Said will give you. Said will do you next week, inshallah. But if Dilawar doesn't mind, if you can please help me with this sentence here.
So we didn't do the translation of second sentence.
Oh, sorry. Okay then. So if you can help me with the translation, please, Mahfouz. We know that there is kana. We know the ism of kana, and we know that there is a khabar of kana. So we're going to do ism kana, ism, then we're going to say was, and we'll do the khabar.
Okay. Name of this son was Ibrahim.
That's it, finished, khalas. One time. Do you get it? It's that simple. Because you know ism of kana, then you've got the kana that you translate as was. We're going to go into that more detail after, and you got your khabar of kana. Because this one was a bit easier. So name of this boy, you translated name of this boy or name of this son is mudaf ilayh.
Yes.
You get it? And he knows.
Why is the kana even needed in that sentence? Why can't I just jump into what ismu hadal waladi Ibrahim?
Because then, if you were to do that, fair enough, good question. If you were to do that, let's scrap this kana, yeah? Ismu hadha al-waladi. Okay, so this is the jumla. Is this a fi'liya sentence or a ismiya sentence?
اسمية.
In it, ismiya,
Yeah.
what two parts do you have?
You have the مبتدا خبر.
The mubtada and khabar, yeah. So what are the signs of mubtada? Generally, it's found at the.
Sorry.
You know what are the signs of mubtada? Generally, it's found at the
Rafa.
and at the front, yeah.
Yeah.
We know that this box is one entity because mudaf mudaf ilayh. So we're going to say mubtada, and we're going to say khabar, and we're going to say Ibrahimu because it's a khabar now, yeah. Because the ism of kana, the kana has been taken away. So if it's ismu hadha al-waladi Ibrahim, can someone translate this?
Name of this son is Ibrahim.
Yes, but what's happening here, obviously, is the author. He's translating. He's narrating a story. He's not. He's
Yeah.
he's trying to
From past. From
Yeah,
past.
trying to give us a past distance. So that's why he needs the kana basically. But I guess you could narrate the story in the present tense as well. It doesn't matter, but I think he had nahwa and sarf in mind as well at the same time. I think to try to make it like a darsi kitab, which I don't think is true. I'm just making it up, but you probably had that in mind when
It makes sense though, Sheikh.
yeah. So that's that. So that's the translation. So Dilawar, inshallah, if you don't mind, if not, just say, you know what, I'll try next week. But trying will only make us all stronger, inshallah. So if you want to give it a go, what do you notice in this sentence straight away, Dilawar?
Is Delwa here or not?
I think he is.
I think he's muted.
Maybe he's sleeping or something.
All right, so Fabian's not getting the message. So what I'll do is just Mahfouz will just take over. So what do you see first in this sentence? Do you see an ism or a fi'l?
Or Yaro, I'm not really sure.
It's a fi'l.
So yara is going to be a fi'l, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
So now that you see a fi'l, what are you looking for?
Fa'il.
Fa'il. And that is with the dhamma. And what else are you again looking for?
Maf'ul.
Okay. Now, so what is this here, my brothers? Is it a fi'l, yeah?
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, when you have a fi'l, what's the first thing you have to look for straight away?
Fa'il.
Fa'il.
Fa'il. Generally speaking, right, the fa'il is going to be the next word.
So it's not always the case then?
It's not always the case. Yeah, exactly. Generally speaking, the fa'il is always the next word. So look at your next word. Look at the next word.
An-nasa.
An-nasa. How does the fa'il reflect?
Dhamma.
With a dhamma.
So can this be the fa'il?
No.
No.
No, but there is no word with dhamma here.
Exactly. So because you can't see that word, we're going to say it's going to
Should be inside the fill.
Yes, it's going to be.
Isn't it hum, Sheikh?
Sorry?
Hum.
Okay. Very good point. Because an-nas,
Yeah.
right, it means people.
Yeah.
But people itself is still a singular word. If you would say like groups of people in the English language,
yeah,
then it would be but looking at this fi'l here, yara, is a singular fi'l. And when you do a fi'l madi with Mawla Nadim next week and fi'l mudari, you'll find out how to work these out. But here it's going to be a huwa because it's just a singular fi'l. So the fa'il here is huwa, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. And now you're looking for the
rest of them should be maf'ul.
Yes, because you found your fa'il, the rest of it is going to be the maf'ul. You know this red box, maf'ul?
Yeah.
Keep an eye on this red box as maf'ul, yeah? All right, now watch this. Now within the maf'ul, you have this word here. That's by itself. Yeah. And then you have, what's this here? Does anybody know what this is?
That's a fi'l.
موصوف صفات.
So I would agree with Ismail and say this is a fi'l.
Is it a fi'l?
It's a fi'l as well. يعبدون.
Yeah, okay, يعبدون, yeah.
Yeah, so they would worship. Now, Ismail and Mahfouz, whoever wants to shout out, they can. When you see a fi'l, what's the rule? What's the word that's generally after it?
We have to find a file.
Can you? How does the file reflect?
Rafa.
Can you see a rafa
With the
here?
rafa,
No.
no, it's hidden. It's yeah.
So now what thing said? What's his name? Yani? Hum.
Okay.
This one is ya'buduna. It's a bit longer. It's got the. This is just 3 letters. This is like 5 letters. You can see it.
Yeah.
Hum is very bad. Hold on, let me change that. So hum.
Yeah.
Is our fa'il here. Yeah? Fi'l fa'il. Within the maf'ul. And then when you have a fi'l and fa'il, what do you need?
Maf'ul.
مفعول.
Maf'ul here, look. So then you're going to translate. This fa'il means he.
Yeah.
So this means to see.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or to saw in the past tense because fi'l madi. So I'll translate this and then you guys try to make sense of it. And huwa is he, the fa'il. He saw. He saw the people.
Yeah.
Okay. He saw the people. The red box is the maf'ul. Look at the red box is the maf'ul. And that red box, it has one word here, an-nas. That's why it's got maf'ul. And he saw the people worshipping the idols. So within your maf'ul, you have another fi'l and a fa'il.
Okay.
And a maf'ul basically. So within the big maf'ul, the red maf'ul, look, we broke that into another sentence of fi'l, fa'il, and maf'ul again.
Okay.
And this translates as, and he saw the people worshipping the idols.
Idols, yeah.
Worshipping the idols.
Yeah.
I hope that makes sense for everyone, inshallah. Any questions? What I would like to do is this Saturday I'm free. If you guys are free, I know Saturday is a busy day for everyone, but this Saturday I'm free at any time. If you tell me tomorrow, I will make that time for you guys just to go over most of Sifat, Mudaf, Mudaf ilay, Fi'l, Fa'il,
What?
and this sentence here.
Sheikh, what's that for? A revision, did you say?
Revision, yeah, inshallah. If you boys would like.
Which day did you say, Sheikh?
Saturday.
Okay.
So just let me know.
What time?
Any time. So let me know what time is good for you guys, and then I'll make that time. I'll make that happen, inshallah. So after Fajr or after Fajr, meaning
I think Ismail and his on sleeping at that time.
yeah, whatever time, Zohar time. But if you let me know
Brother
tomorrow.
Hassan, don't lump us in the view.
Sorry?
And Brother Hassan is just, he's a funny guy.
Oh, inshallah. That's fine. So with me, it's like, if you let me know by tomorrow, I'll make that time free, inshallah. So I want to go over this sentence as well, because you got a fi'l, and then you've got a maf'ul, and even the maf'ul, you've got something else. I can explain the sentence in a different way, but I'll need loads of time. I will need loads of time. So I would need about half an hour, inshallah, and it will become very clear. So if you guys can give me just half an hour on Saturday, or even tomorrow, whatever, just let me know by tomorrow, inshallah. I'll make time for you guys. If you guys just
Sheikh, if you want,
tomorrow, I can make it tomorrow, but Saturday.
okay, tomorrow, inshallah. So
Sheikh, if you wanted like maybe a quick one-on-one just to recap on some stuff, are you available for that? Or?
Saturday, inshallah, yes, I'll be available on Saturday. This Saturday especially, I'll be available.
So we'll just private message you with any times.
So private message me with your one-on-one time. But if you want to do it, I want to go over this sentence. Yara nasa ya'budun al-asnam. I want to go over that sentence as a group.
Ustad, can you just tell us a time, then whoever can join and then record this lesson and then put it in the group, YouTube channel, that we all can join, isn't it? Like that.
All right, fair enough. So
you give us a time that Saturday or Friday, that time, whoever can join will join.
Can I suggest something, Sheikh?
Yes, please.
What if you made like a small little video telling us about, that thing that you want to talk about, the 30 minutes, and then keep that time for going over past things that we've learned?
Okay. Okay, inshallah. So I will make a video of this sentence that I wanted to teach you guys. I will send in the video. Once everyone's seen the video, then we'll have our other allocated slot for revision. But I'd really want you to see this video first.
Okay.
I'll be honest, I will not be able to make the video tonight because I have a schedule. Now at 10 o'clock, I'm going to start some university stuff with some other brother. He's going to help me for 2 hours to 12 o'clock. And then after that, there's somebody else that that wants my help and I need their help. And I don't know what time that's going to finish. And then that's going to be late into the night. So then